setting up here so I can do the live chat, make sure live is on. I feel like everyone's gonna be at work, but that's okay. I'm just crafting. Figured I would pop on here. Say hello. There I am. Let me just turn down the volume. Awesome. So now I have the live chat going here. If anyone wants to join and chat along with me, I'm making some 3D letters today. Let me just open up this chat here. How do I do that? There we go. Awesome. So that is up and running. How are you doing today? If you're watching this replay, I'm going to show you what I made last night. So I started cutting out all of my 3D letter stuff. Oh, I'm just going to reach over and grab it. And so it's kind of similar to the last ones I did, but this one's going to be blue and snowflakes, frozen theme like Elsa. So I went ahead and cut out the background. And then when I did that, it left this middle piece of the glitter cardstock, and I didn't want to just throw this out. So I decided to make a little offset and make these little snowflake, icicle themed, I guess banner really, out of just scraps. So I wrote the number or the word 5, and then I made these little cute, I don't even know letters, it's so cute. I'm really surprised I was able to pull this off so easily. This is the first time I've done something like this. I feel like just within these past few months of birthdays that I've been DIYing decor, my craft game has changed a lot. So I'm really pleased with what this looks like. But can you imagine this was just like going to be thrown away as scraps? No, we're going to use it. So hello, Cindy, how are you today? I was really excited for how those turned out. So now I'm making the 3D letters for it. So that was the banner that we're going to hang up for the birthday party. And then this is just the letter I was super easy. So I did it for a little video tutorial. But now we are doing the letter V. So working on that, I thought I would go live, see who's there. Sometimes people that live in like the UK and stuff like that, when I go live at night, for me, it's like 3 a.m. for them. Oh, hello, how is work going? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome that you can just, are you on your break right now? Or at work, are you able to just go on your phone? That's awesome. At my work, because of like the job that I do for privacy reasons, we're not allowed to have our phone at all on us. So I think when I go back to work, I'm going to get one of those smart watches. I don't know what they really are, so I have to look into it. That way, if I get like a text for emergency reasons, when the kids are at school and stuff, I can, see what's going on, because we're not allowed our phones. Some people might take photos and stuff, so that's why. Okay, what am I doing? Is everyone at work right now? Or is anyone in like the other side of the world and crafting? I feel like, what time is it? Here it's 10:30, so if you're in the UK, it's like dinner time for you. Hello Danielle, how are you today? Oh my gosh, I love that. You work at a car dealership and you get to just watch videos all day. That's awesome. Though I'm sure it's also like a lot of work for you too, so I'm sure you get busy and bombarded with people at a car dealership. I was given this little thingy-majigger to try out, the little double-sided tape, and it works wonders. So, highly recommend the double-sided tape. Last time I was using hot glue for these 3D letters, and it was a hot mess. It was not it. Oh, that's probably so busy. You probably have so much like paperwork and stuff to do, right? At the end of the month. Goodness, for my job too, the end of the month is, the end and the beginning of the month is wild. And then like, you get like 1 week of like quiet, I feel like. Well, at my job at least. In between those times of the month. Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome, Danielle. I used to work evenings when I was younger. I used to work at McDonald's as a manager when I was just fresh out of high school. And I would work evenings, so I would, even when I wasn't working, I would just be in that kind of, I guess, time where I'd be up during the night. So it was kind of nice to be able to just like wake up when I wanted and then do what I wanted with the day. Like you're doing like craft a little bit before you go to work. Then you get in a good mindset for work too. What am I doing? This one. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. What are you crafting and making today, Danielle? I've recently started doing a lot more card projects, like with, I say card, paper projects, like with cardstock and stuff like that, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't know why I've never done it. I really underestimated it. I kind of thought it was like, first of all, I thought it was really easy. Like simple and kind of boring, but the amount of things you can make with just like cardstock or paper is crazy. One of you suggested I get Creative Fabrica, and since I've done that, I've been just like doing all of the card projects they have on there. So yeah, I did not make these SVGs myself. They're from Creative Fabrica. But yeah, it's definitely working better with this instead of the hot glue. So if you're looking into making 3D letters, I highly recommend you don't do the hot glue. Is anyone watching Bridgerton on Netflix? I have one more episode to go and I'm purposely not finishing it because I don't want it to be over. I just can't be done. And you gotta wait till next, I don't know, probably next year until the next one comes out. It's way too long. I have that problem. My new Netflix series are like normally pretty short. They don't have that many episodes, I feel like, a lot of the times. The Netflix originals or whatever. And then I get so into them and finish them so quickly. I know, what a problem to have, right? Oh, gosh. I will say this sticky stuff is pretty forgiving too. Ooh, a mug with HTV. That's really cool. You have to let me know how it goes. It won't let you cut out the center of the E. Is it filling it in when you're trying to weld it or attach it or weld it together? Okay. This way. Got it. It's kind of like a puzzle making these because there's not really instructions, so you just have to kind of look and see where you think everything goes. Kind of annoying. But that's okay. Makes it like a little adventure. Oh gosh. So yesterday morning, my kids woke up before 5 a.m. Like, thanks for that. But then I decided, hey, instead of sleep, I choose to craft. And I stayed up till past 1 a.m. crafting. And then, of course, went on my phone and, you know, did whatever. And now I'm regretting that decision a little bit. Oh, that's so funny. It looks perfect on Design Space, but there's no cut on the vinyl. And is it fully attached together? Like the whole word is attached as one in your layers panel? That's so weird. I'm just wondering if it's set to like a different... Design Space does weird things sometimes. And it's just the middle of the E that it won't cut, you said, right? Like the rest of the letter will. I wonder if you... That's so weird. Sometimes I've seen a lot of people say that if you... I know this sounds so silly, but if you exit out, it's like save it, exit out, and then come back, it should work. Hello, Kathy. How are you today? Yeah, that is so weird. What am I trying to do here? There we go. I keep losing my my train of thought on what I'm supposed to be doing with this glue. Also, this time around, I realized that the little tabs for this are supposed to be hidden, which I guess, I don't know why I didn't think about that. So last time I made it, it was my first time, to be fair, making 3D letters, but I had all the tabs sticking out, and it looked a little funny. So now they're hidden, and it looks a lot better this way. I'm actually pretty excited for this party. She wanted it to be like Frozen, Elsa themed, but then she also wanted it to be Rapunzel, and then she wanted it to be mermaid and unicorns. And I'm like, that's a lot of things to do. Let's try to stick to a few here. A few years ago we did Princess Spider-Man party, because she liked both. So it was like a Princess Spider-Man tea party thing, which was kind of cool. Yeah, we just roll with the little themes she comes up with, apparently. Yeah. It was pretty funny. After this party, I don't really have much to do for, you free-handed the cut with the knife. Clever, that's a good idea. It's so funny that it did that though. That's really weird. Maybe Design Space is having some issues today. I heard the other day someone was making, what were they doing? They were having issues with Design Space, and I don't remember what it was, but they were having a lot of issues with Design Space when I was live last time. They always have random issues, I feel like, on Design Space. Hello, Tisha, how are you? I try to go live during the daytime as well. I know some people here in North America, they're probably at work and stuff, but in other places, you always say that. I get comments all the time saying like, it's too late when you go live at my nighttime. So, nope, that's awesome. You're not far too late at all. From South Africa, that's really cool. It is the morning time here. I'm still in my pajamas, in fact. I was going to go live before eating, and then I figured my little one's napping, so I quickly ate something. That way, when she wakes up, I don't need to make food for myself. I've had my coffee though, so at least I'm motivated to get through the day. You know, I kind of, with the last party decorations that I was doing, it took me a few months to do it. I will say I learned a lot from all of that, and just like the difference in a few months in my crafting has been really crazy, because I've been doing lives a lot more and crafting and videos a lot more, so I've been just really doing, I guess, a lot more of my crafts and stuff. So this is what we have so far. We're going to keep going with the other letters. So anyways, the last time it took me a few months to do all of it, and then I realized the other day I only have 4 weeks, but I only really, well, I'm crafting today on a Wednesday, but I only normally would craft on like a weekend, like on Friday for the lives. So I'm gonna need to start getting on it to do the decor. You're about to see my pajamas, so I need to stand up and reach for my letters. Pizza pajamas, that's where it's at. They are sharing the same room, and sometimes, so we have 3 bedrooms in this new place that we moved to, so they could have their own rooms. This one's a little bit small, but it would work for a bedroom, like their beds would fit in here. But my husband was really pushing for me to get a craft room, which some nights they work great together and they don't really wake each other up. They have like a little noise machine, like it sings lullabies. You might be able to hear it right now, actually. It's singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star As She Naps. Sometimes in my videos, people say they can hear the lullabies, so sorry about that. It's the only way I get to do anything and talk to all of you without her waking up. So sometimes they do really good together, but other times, other nights, I'm up so many times, and in the morning when one of them wakes up, the other one wakes up. And so the other day, I had to wake up before 5 a.m. with them yesterday, because one of them got up to use the bathroom, and then they both were up after that. So in that aspect, it's really frustrating, and I'm kind of outweighing the pros and cons here. Right now I'm on maternity leave, so I'm staying up late and crafting and doing a lot more of my YouTube stuff and all that because I have the time. But when I go back to work in 5 months, I think I'm just gonna give them their own rooms, because then it'll be back to school. I'll be at work, so I'll be super busy. Like, I won't be staying up late crafting every night, for example. And I guess I will just either move my craft stuff to my bedroom or my kitchen. Kind of sad. I wish I didn't have to do that, but we don't have that much space. We live in a pretty tiny place. It works for us. And thankfully we have a third bedroom, but... Oh, that's so sweet. Congratulations. That's so exciting. So yeah, they started sharing a room around, I think 9 months. My oldest daughter, she had her own room. Like, she moved out of our master bedroom around 6 months, but because I didn't want them to share a room too young, my kids are still fairly young and close-ish in age, so I was worried my toddler would try to like pick up the baby out of her bed and stuff. Sorry, my phone is getting texts. I have to have my volume on in case I get a call for my daughter. But yeah, they did pretty good. It did take a few nights. The first night was horrible, I will say. My toddler was, because my baby wakes up a lot to nurse throughout the night, like most babies do, they eat. And so the first night my daughter was so angry because the baby was crying and she was so mad she didn't sleep. And so I ended up just dragging her entire mattress to the living room because she's still young. I didn't want her falling off the couch in her sleep. And she slept there. And originally my plan was like, okay, I'm gonna go sleep in the living room. The kids can have my room and their own room. But it ended up working out. It just took a couple days to get used to it, if that makes sense. I will say my kids do not sleep through the night. Sometimes my toddler will, but the baby definitely doesn't yet. So I'm sure it'll be a lot easier when they do sleep through the night, if that ever happens. You know, I thought, hey, my toddler finally started sleeping through the night. Let's have another baby. And then I just signed up for another like 3 years of no sleep. And I'm sure I'll end up doing that again. So just don't learn my lesson, do I? It's okay, I can sleep when they go to college. When I was a teenager, my parents would wake me up so early, even on weekends. And I was so annoyed by it. And they said like, well, you know, you can't sleep. You gotta get up. And now I'm thinking, if my kids were sleeping, I would let them sleep so that I can sleep in. But maybe they were punishing me from all the years I woke them up and didn't sleep through the night. Yeah, they better in college. Actually, they'll probably be up all night, but they're studying. Yeah. And they're funny. Mind you, I can't really complain because I do it to myself. I stay up way too late crafting, and then, like I said earlier, I just regret it the next day. Kind of like now. That's okay. That's what coffee's for. Have you been crafting anything for your newest grandbaby? That's so exciting. Babies are so fun. Especially when you can like return them to their parents after, right? That's what everyone tells me. Being a grandparent is awesome. Because you can return them, you can get all the loving, you know? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out this little puzzle of how this is going to fit. Okay, just start building it. I do think I'm going to possibly add, so if you are looking at my, or have seen my videos on my channel, I've been talking about starting to reopen my shop. I don't have an Etsy shop at this time. Down the line I will, but my plan is first to start figure out what I really enjoy making and what I want to sell, because honestly, if I'm not passionate about it, I don't want to be doing that for like making orders for it and stuff. I want to do something that I really enjoy. And I'm really enjoying making these like 3D letters and little banners like this. Obviously, I'm going to need to make them probably a little bit nicer if I'm going to be selling it. But I think me practicing more and more for, you know, these types of birthdays and stuff, and seeing what works and what doesn't has really been helpful. So hopefully, I think I'm going to start thinking about making some like personalized party decorations and stuff like that. Essentially in my area, because right now I'm looking to sell locally, there are a lot of people that are selling, and there's no issue with this at all. Just for myself, it wouldn't do well. A lot of people are selling like mugs that are customized and tumblers and stuff like that. So maybe I could make like a super cool, unique design, but honestly, there's not really that much of a market for it where I am. So I need to try to stand out in some way. So I feel like, yes, a lot of people can also make party decor, but I think I might be able to stand out a little more with that. You can't decide what you want to make. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. I feel like there are things that I 100% know I really want to do canvases and wood signs, but I have no idea how to do wood signs from scratch. Like I don't have a garage or an area like a yard or a driveway that we could, you know, like sand them and cut them, so I would have to get them pre-cut. And I also don't know how to do that, even if I did have the space for it. But I would love to do stuff like that, like signs. I've been using ones that I store by, but then your profit is going to be a little bit less because you could probably save a lot more money if you're purchasing it and then like cutting it yourself and saving it. Wood signs are easy. Do you make them from scratch, if that makes sense? Like, I'd love to figure that out. But again, I don't really have the space for it, and oh, okay, you buy the wood signs from Hobby Lobby. We don't have Hobby Lobby here, but we do have Michael's. It's just they're kind of expensive in Michael's where I am. Maybe with coupon. Hello, Giselle. How are you today? Was punching down some bread dough. Ooh, what kind of bread are you making? I love baking bread. But then whenever I bake it, I take it out of the oven and my whole family just starts like picking at it. So by the end of the day, it's already just like, there's a huge hole in it. I wouldn't even call it bread at that point. It's just like a pile of cooked dough. Have you ever made sourdough? I've never done it. One day I will, and it will be delicious. I'm one of those bakers that use like the boxed cake, you know? I don't bake very well. I just don't like following regular white bread. Yum. So good. I started baking bread a couple years ago when the whole lockdown thing happened for obvious reasons. There were shortages of a lot of things, so I got into it and I came up with this whole recipe and started like changing things from online. So I started using things like coconut oil instead of what they recommended, and it started to just being so good. My family really likes it. Make them wait till it's cool and slice it. That's a good idea. They don't wait, but maybe I should like guard my bread. Hello, Grace. How are you today? Oh, homemade white bread, so good. The sandwiches you make with it, and like the first day when it's so fresh, so good. Wait, am I already at the end of this roll? Oh no, I broke it. I've never used these types of things. Well, this exact one. So, figuring it out. But I think I broke it. What is going on here? Okay, we're gonna just try a different one. I'm good, Grace. I put the little one for a nap, and I figured I would just craft a little bit while she sleeps. Because I realized I only have a couple of weeks until the next party, and this one is more, I say important, because it's going to be like her friends and stuff coming, you know, when kids can be horrible critics. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab my little thing. So yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to do for it, or who I'm inviting, or where it's going to be. I need to get on that because it's in a few weeks. Oh, thank you, Grace. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Okay, so what I was thinking for the party for, you know, kids like the party favors and all that stuff. I don't personally do, like, I know this might sound really lame. Kids are very honest, yeah. They don't mean any harm either. So normally my daughter really likes Elsa. And so the past few years, because we haven't been able to do any type of party, as most people in the world, we've been doing video calls with Elsa because they couldn't come in person. And that was super cool. It's really expensive though. It's like $80 for a 20-minute phone call with Elsa. But then I thought hello Nana, how are you? But then I figure if I invited them to the party, you're gonna have those kids, like we said, are really honest, and they're gonna be like, that's not Elsa, and then crush my daughter's dreams. She says when she grows up, she wants to be Elsa. And I mean, she totally could. She could work for like a party company or Disney or something and be Elsa. So I'm not crushing those dreams. But, yeah, so for the party, I'm thinking of just buying like one of those, I think it's like $100. You know those little gazebo tent thingies that you can put up that they see at like markets and stuff like that? And then that way if it rains, and then we don't really have a backyard, but we have like a shared grass area that people in our neighborhood or complex can use. So might do that. And then I don't know, I've never had like a kids party yet because we've been in a pandemic ever since my daughter was old enough to have little friends to do that. So I don't know. Back in the day we used to go to like Go Bananas or something, you know, the swimming pool. I mean, people still do that, but unfortunately we're on a very tight budget. So I was thinking of going, instead of party favors that are candy, I know, lame mom over here, not wanting to give kids candy, more so because it's just like, I wanted to give them something they could use. Hello, Kathy, how are you today? I'm still alive. We're just hanging out until the kids wake up or come home. I'm waiting for one of my daughters to come home. One of my kids is sleeping over there. So instead of party favors, I was thinking, or like candy party favors, I was going to go to the dollar store and then get a bunch of like coloring books and stuff like that. And then it can be a multi-use thing because it's like party favor. Well, I'm gonna get a couple other things. But then at the party, they can also do it as an activity. So set up like a whole coloring station with stickers and stuff, and then they could take it home. I was also thinking of doing some type of craft. So if anyone has any ideas, they are young kids. So they're between the ages of like 3 and like 6. So it would have to be a super simple craft, but maybe I could make something with my Cricut or take some cardboard from like a cereal box and cut out a pattern. I was thinking of making a stencil with my cardstock and then using that to cut out cardboard, and they could like paint it or something. I don't know if I want to give paint to a bunch of kids, but ooh, coloring books and puzzles. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah, I thought I'm trying to find activities for the kids because we're not going to like a play place, for example. So I don't know. I thought the coloring books might be fun. Sometimes, like when I was younger, I had 8 siblings, so we didn't have the money to go to like the pool or anything like that. We just stayed home and did like, my older siblings and my parents would make up little games. So like a balloon popping or like an obstacle course. So I mean, I guess I could do something like that, but I'm just not that creative. So if anyone has any ideas, let me know to entertain the kids. Some people rent those bouncy houses. I don't know how much that would be, but if it's like only maybe $100, that's not bad. Still save money. Yeah, the no candy treat bags. Also, I think other parents would not appreciate it if I sugared up their kids. I mean, they already have the whole birthday cake thing, right? So they're already gonna be all sugared up, I guess. But I just feel like mind you, when I was younger, I did like the candy in the goodie bags, but my kid doesn't really have candy. Anyway, we just don't really eat candy. I eat chocolate though. If you've seen my crafting videos, you know I have a little stash of chocolate I hide from my husband. I finished that off last night though, so I'm gonna need more. Ugh. Okay, let's see. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble. Oh, what is it? Yeah, it is boys and girls going there, so that's another thing. The boys are a little bit older. I think they're 6 and 7, so they're not, the specific boys that are coming are not very much into like princesses and stuff. They're more into Pokemon and all of that. So I thought maybe doing something like that for them, or just like for anyone. Like I'm gonna make some things that are Pokemon, for example, or whatever, and then give the other kids just options, I guess. Because, like I said, my daughter really likes Spider-Man, so maybe we'll do some Spider-Man in there, something like that. Let me go in the chat and see. Sorry, the chat's disappearing on me. Yes, Kathy, I'm glad you made the live. I'm trying to go live more during the day as well, so that I can accommodate like all time zones. Puzzles. Oh, for the first birthday. You made the puzzles? That's really cool. For puzzles, do you need, I only have the fine point blade. Do you need, like, for the chipboard, I think you need the knife blade, right? I might be wrong. Lots of card. Not yet. I was thinking of doing that as well. I actually still have, I bought like a pack of bubbles. Okay, need the deeper blade. Yeah, I might need the knife blade. I like that idea for the bubbles where I personalize them. I just put their names on it. They also have like little sand toys there, which I normally like dollar store toys are kind of but when it comes to like sand toys and outdoor toys, they're going outside, they're going to get destroyed and muddy anyways. So I personally don't mind my kids having that. So I think I'm gonna get maybe like a couple sand toys and stuff and then put that in. I don't know, it's tricky. I'm trying to think of like party activities to do with the kids. I bought those little snowballs that I showed in the last video. I don't know where they are, but they're little fake snowballs. They're really cool. When you squeeze them, they feel like snow, like it crunches kind of. Not crunch. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like that kinetic sand, but then it's fluffy. So then it's for like little snowball fights. They're soft before anyone thinks it's gonna get like all crazy. So I bought 2 of those because my daughter really wanted them, so hopefully we'll do something with that. But other than that, I don't know what other activities we would do outside. Maybe get like a ball and they can kick it around, but I don't think all the kids would like, I don't know. I'm new to this whole, this age of kids, you know? She's my oldest, so it's new territory, trying to entertain that many kids at home in the backyard. Ooh, Matchbox cars. I didn't even know they had those. I'm gonna have to check that out. Thank you. You know what? Cars is a good idea. They could draw with chalk maybe, like little roads and stuff, and then I could just get like a bucket of cars and they could play. I love that idea. Thank you for that. So chalk is another really fun one to add to like goodie bags. I don't know, I try to think of what I would like to give my kids or like my kids to have, and I like outdoor toys and stuff like that. You know, kids can go play outside. Personalized stickers, that's a really good idea. I was thinking of doing that with the kids' names maybe. That could be a really fun idea. I also have my daughter's friend's birthday. They're the same age. What am I doing? Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I was like, the E is upside down. Flip it around, Shea. You're good. What was I saying? Yeah, so for her birthday party, her mom wanted me to get her outside toys, so I think I'm going to do that, personalize them, and then make some personalized stickers also to gift her. Maybe I could do like a little puzzle thing like you were saying as a gift. Thank you, Nana. Always appreciate you joining the lives and everything and your kind comments. Oh, the SVG, the little egg holder. That's a good idea. I also saw, you know, her birthday is a few weeks after Easter, but maybe I could just, I mean, kids don't really care. They like fun things. Maybe I could just buy those little plastic Easter eggs. I still have some extra after Easter time, like when they're a little bit cheaper, and then they could decorate those or something. Or is that kind of weird because it's after Easter and super random? I don't know. I just don't want the kids to be like super bored. They're outside and stuff, but you know kids are like, I'm bored. Also, they're at the age where their parents are all going to be there too. They're not quite old enough to just leave them. So gotta entertain them as well. This is just getting more and more. If you have watched, I've mentioned I'm super shy and very not good in like social situations. Like I'm just very uncomfortable in social situations. I feel like where it's like a stranger, or like, I don't know, I'm different with my friends, but when my daughter makes friends and she's like, oh, come meet their parents, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's really nerve-wracking. So I don't know, gotta try to entertain everybody at this party. That's a good idea. Yeah, some type of, oh, I see. So for the egg holder thing, you're saying I could cut them out and then the kids could just make them. That's a really good idea. Cake and cupcake toppers. Oh, I was going to do one last night on a live, but then I didn't know I was gonna go live at like 11 o'clock at night for me. So that would be the middle of the night for absolutely everyone else pretty much. So yeah, I just didn't bother. But I'm going to make one of those really fancy cake toppers. I think I'm gonna try it now that I'm getting a little more experience. If you fake being comfortable, no one knows the difference. Yeah, I always tell myself, like, fake it until you make it, and it works. At my job, I have to be very, like, I have to talk to people all day, every day, strangers. I'm fine, like, talking on my phone and the camera, but in person, I just get really nervous, and then, like, stutter and lose my words, and I just get embarrassed. Anyways, but at my job, I definitely have to fake it until I make it, and it does work. The thing is, like, this sounds kind of weird to say about myself, but I feel like I'm a very kind person, and so I just want to make sure everyone's like happy and comfortable at all times, and then so that's why I just get like nervous when I have to talk to people. I don't want to make anyone like upset. I don't know, it's a weird thing. I gotta get over it. Okay. Okay. This one is done. It's actually going way quicker this time around. I'm actually also surprised how sturdy these letters are. It's lightweight cardstock. It's not even like thick. I messed up. Darn it. Oh well. I accidentally put this flap on the outside, but that's okay. No one's gonna really care, right? Hopefully. For the 3D letters, they're not really difficult. I purchased or I didn't purchase it. I have Creative Fabrica, the membership, and so I downloaded it off of there. They had a few different ones. One of the like alphabet they have, I really didn't like. It would just be hard to shape it around. I wanted something that was more boxy, so it was more straightforward to just glue down, if that makes sense. So it is pretty easy. It does take a little bit of time to like cut it all out. But the hard part is these specific ones don't come with instructions, so it's kind of like a puzzle where you have to try to find where everything fits. And then once it's together, like it's sturdy, it's really good. But yeah. Sorry, my husband's texting me. And if I don't answer, he's gonna spam call me on his break, like he did in the last one when he was fishing. Okay, we have one more letter to do. Yeah, I really like the 3D letters. I think, so I also cut out some for the banner that I made. I showed it at the beginning of the live, but when I cut out this, there was the inside part of the glitter cardstock, and I didn't want to just throw it away, so I made a little banner out of it. I wrote 5, and yeah. Did he catch any fish? No, he didn't, which is so funny. I said, like, are you calling me because you caught a fish or what? But no, he doesn't normally catch anything. He doesn't go on like a boat or anything. He just goes to random lakes and like stands on the side and fishes for fun. But I cut out a bunch of extra little icicles and snowflakes, so I think I'm going to try to decorate these once it's done with them. I don't know quite how I want to do it yet, because this one needs to stand on its own, but I think I could, like, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm trying to use up what I have from my previous projects. I did mention this earlier, but I am so much on a budget that I can't purchase anything new for this party decoration kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to use what I have, like with my cardstock and all that. Oh, the baby shower banner. That's so sweet. Do they have a theme for the baby shower? Yeah, he's not fishing today, he's at work, but I don't like talking on the phone with people, like when people call me or text me just like for fun, if there's no actual topic, you know, they're just like, hey, I don't know. I like when there's like a goal. Sorry, I'm just gonna reach over and grab my other pieces that I need. Yeah, I don't like aimlessly like chatting on the phone, unless there's like something to, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I prefer, I guess, to talk in person to the people that I know. So when my husband calls me on his break and he's just like, hi, I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. We see each other every day. We live together. Hello. Baby elephants. Oh, that is a really cute theme. Elephant is my favorite animal. They're so cute and wrinkly and gray. Oh, love it. I bought these glass can cups on Amazon to do some crafts with. And then my friend was over one day and we were making iced coffee, so I put it in this glass for her because we just moved. I didn't have any glasses. And she's like, this glass is so satisfying to drink out of because it has this little like lip thing. And so I tried it, and since then I'm like, screw the crafts. I'm just gonna keep it and drink out of it because these cups are seriously just so satisfying to drink out of. It sounds ridiculous. I told my husband that and he's like, what is wrong with you? And then he did it. He drank out of it and he was like, oh, you're right. So I'm not that crazy. I'm right sometimes. You know what? For a baby shower, I've seen a lot of people doing those little like diaper, they call them diaper cakes, but you could do it for anything. And you could do, you could put things in it and like wrap it and make it look like a little cake. Or I've seen little cupcakes made out of like a baby onesie that you roll up and then you put, what was it at the top? They put like a little toy or something at the top. It looks like little cupcakes for a gift. Oh, from Toys R Us, that's so cute. My daughters, both of them, are obsessed with this Sophie toy. If you have kids or if you've had kids within the past few years, you might know what I'm talking about. It's like that little squeaky giraffe for teething. Obsessed. Obsessed. It's really cute. Until there's a dog around. My best friend has a dog, so every time my daughter squeaks it, the dog's like... Okay, we're on to the last letter. I'm hoping I can finish it up before my little one comes home. Socks, that's what it is. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. I was going to make my daughter a shirt for her birthday, like, you know, excuse me, sorry, a personalized shirt, but then she wants to wear a dress, so I don't know if I'm going to like add personalization to it. I feel like a dress, I'll just leave it. Am I loving the maker? Okay, this is a hard question to answer because I had the Explorer Air 2 before, which I really now wish I didn't sell it. And I'll tell you why. I got the maker because I've seen everyone doing their crafts with like fabrics and all that stuff, and I want to get into that. Right now, financially, I do not have the money to buy any extra blades or anything. I did something bad the other day and went to the craft store after I shouldn't have and spent more money that I didn't really have. So yeah, I need to just stop buying craft supplies for a little bit until the finances can get a little more under control. You know, it can get out of hand when you're a crafter. I'm sure you understand a little bit. So I got the maker, and I feel like once I have the money and like the opportunity to buy something, so like for example, I'll go out and buy like a knife blade, or maybe in a few months, just like slowly building my craft supplies, if that makes sense, then I'll probably love the maker because I'll be able to use it for all of the things, which is why I got it, so that I can start engraving and stuff like that. Not that, I don't know, I got it with the purpose of doing all those crafts that the Explorer can't. But at this point in time, I'm using it as the same that I would use the Explorer, like for vinyl and cardstock. And so it's really noisy compared to my Explorer, which wouldn't be a problem if I didn't craft when the kids slept, and they sleep right beside me. It's super loud. The other one, like, Cricut machines can be loud, but this one is really loud. It's not the brand new one, it's just the Cricut Maker, like the one from a few years ago. So I will say it's loud. I will also say, like, it doesn't, that weird thing where it tries to, like, register, or what is it? It doesn't say register, it says, like, I don't know, something like that when it first starts, and it takes a while, whereas it's supposed to be a lot faster than the Explorer, but I feel like my Explorer was a lot faster. So I don't know, it sounds like little things that I'm complaining about, and I think I'm gonna really like it once I'm able to do the engraving and everything. But for now, I wish I had my Explorer for these types of projects like cardstock and vinyl and stuff. But I'm sure I'm going to grow to love it. That's just me being the overanalyzer that I am. But even my husband, he's like, wow, that's really loud compared to your last machine. Like, it's obnoxiously loud. Yeah, you're terrible for buying craft supplies. It's a real problem. I told myself I wasn't going to. Online is even worse. But then Michael's had really good deals, and in my head, I'm like, I'm going to buy these eventually anyway, so I need to buy it now so that I save money. Not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Okay, where is this one to go? This is the hard part, trying to figure out where the pieces go. Oh, I have no idea where that one goes. Just like this? Yes, that's what it does. We figured it out, by golly. Yeah, noise. Oh, my like biggest pet peeve is if someone, but I have a coupon to use. Yeah, literally. And it was all of their Cricut stuff was 40% off. Even the brands that weren't Cricut, like Oracle 651, those were 50% off. And so it was a problem. I just went a little crazy. Yeah, noise. My pet peeve, or like something that really makes me upset, is if someone wakes up my kids. Like if someone's being obnoxious outside and like, you know, yelling or something, and my kids wake up, I'm like, ah! So if I wake up my kids, it's really frustrating. Then I can't craft anymore. I have an addiction to fabrics. I think I would too. I'm a little nervous to start that whole thing, like faux leather. I really want to get into it, and we purchase bows all the time, so I want to be able to make them. I want to be able to make them myself. But I feel like if I open up that can of worms, my bank account will be empty. Even more so than it is now. Oh, Joanne Fabrics, right? That's what it's called. We don't have that here, but it sounds really cool, and I feel like it would have a lot of my money if I went there. Supplies and making, yeah. The hobby of just purchasing craft supplies. You know, lately I've been doing, I call it window shopping, where I'll go on like a website and just add to cart a bunch of random things for like craft supplies, like different types of vinyl and all these cool things, with the intention of not getting it because I know I can't. And then I just leave the cart there. It's kind of nice. It's like as if I'm buying it, just don't get to use it. I will say though, a little trick if you do online shopping for stuff like that, like I think the company was Tech Wrap. I was doing that thing where I add to cart and whatever and leave it, and it was just like therapeutic. And then I left it, and a couple days later they emailed me like, oh, we see this is still in it. Here's a coupon for this much off. And then I just like left it, and then they messaged me again a few days later, and he's like, oh, is that not good enough? Like not in that way, but it was like a coupon for 10% off, and then a coupon for 15%, and then the next day was a coupon for 20% off. And so that's a little trick, honestly. If you're not needing to get it right away, I would leave it in your cart for a day or two and see if they offer you coupons, because a lot of sites do that. They have the software that'll tell them that your cart is still there, you didn't end up buying it, and then they're going to probably offer you discounts and stuff so that you do get it. So it's a little trick. Yeah, they need the nap, and then I get a little bit of a break. Oh, you knit and crochet. That's so cool. I love, we get a lot of personalized, like made dresses and blankets and stuff for our kids, or for my oldest at least. Those are my favorite. And now the Explorer too. Oh, thank you, Grace. That's really kind. I actually just got a P.O. box. It might be in the description right now. I didn't type the description in, but it should automatically be there. I believe it's at the very bottom of my description, because I don't ever want anyone to feel like they ever like need to send anything. Some people were asking me to get a P.O. box because they wanted to send what they call Happy Mail, and I'm always happy to receive Happy Mail or show anything that's in your shop or anything like that if you have a shop. But I keep it in the bottom of my description because I never want anyone to have to feel like they need to send anything. So yeah, but I did get a P.O. box, and it should be in the very, very bottom of my description. The only thing is, if anyone is sending anything, the post office lady said they only keep it for 15 days and they won't notify me if something has arrived. So they said to make sure if I am going to be getting anything, just to let me know. That way I can go and make sure that, like, and check. Because, oh, no P.O. box in description. Okay, I can type it in the chat. Yeah, they only keep it for 15 days, and it's not near my house for privacy reasons. I made sure it was far away from my house, so it's a decent drive. So I'm not just going to drive there like for fun just to check, if that makes sense. I would only go there if I am expected. Does that make sense? If I know like I have a package that I've ordered or something. So long story short, they said I need to just make sure I know when a package is coming, because they will not let me know when one's there, and they will only hold it for 15 days. So there's that. But yeah, I'm really excited to get a P.O. box, because now I can just start ordering a lot more things. Where we live anyways, we don't get mail to our house. So now I can order stuff on Amazon and all that stuff. Is that really a good idea? Probably not, but that's okay. Yeah, the tech wrap, I really want to try it out. I love all of their new pastel line that came out. I really want it, and I mainly want it just as like decor for my craft room. Like, I don't want to open it or touch it. I want to just leave it and have it as just like a beautiful little thing. I also saw, I don't know her name. She has like a TikTok and an Instagram and stuff. And her craft room is really aesthetic. Like, it's really pastels, and I'll never be able to afford that type of stuff. But I just want to get all those pastels, and yeah, I really like pastel colors. Is that the glass you took out of the box? This one, in the craft video, or in the cleaning video thingy that I was doing, yeah, I really like it. Oh yeah, this is the one. Sorry, I just read your other comment. This is the one. I bought 4 of them, and I don't want to get rid of any of them. They're so good. Yeah, and Cindy, when you go onto Tech Wrap website, for example, it will say like sign up with your email and you'll get 15% off or something like that. And go ahead and do that if you want, but leave it in your cart for a day or two, and they do send coupons out that are better than 15% off. So, I mean, yeah. Are you on your break right now? Is that why you're commenting? I was saying earlier how you texted me. That's my husband in the chat. He wants me to do his tackle box, so I said it'd be perfect for Father's Day to do that. Okay, I'm gonna type the P.O. box in the description, or in the chat, and then it will add in the description once this video gets posted. Okay, yeah, they offered you the 10%. Yeah, a little trick I learned accidentally from my shopping addiction. Okay, sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna grab that paper and type it. Finish the concrete pour nice and early. He's probably gonna go fishing. I don't think his fishing rod is here, so maybe he's gonna go fishing after work. What do you like to fish for? Isn't it bass or something? I don't know much about fishing. We need John in this chat. He talks about bass fishing all the time. Okay. I don't know the P.O. box thing off by heart, so I need to look at it. Sorry. Sorry, just hold that thought here. I'm also using a phone that I don't normally use and don't know how to properly do the capital letters. I have so many different addresses and postal codes I need to remember now because, like I said, here we don't get mail in our new place. So I send it to my family who lives really close to me. And so it's just like all of these different ones I need to remember. But then for legal reasons, I need to know my own address. Okay. Oh, I forgot a part. 1 second, sorry. I see the live chat going. I'm going to answer in 1 second. I'm so sorry. This phone. Okay. That's the thing. And then it says to address it like this. Anyways, please don't feel like you have to ever send me anything, but for those that were asking, that's the P.O. Box information. It's 7:15 p.m. there. Are you in the UK, right? I think you said that, Kathy. Tackle box decal. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. That's so funny. He wouldn't want me to do that, but I really like that one. You'll go down the rabbit hole. BC, yeah, I'm in Canada as well. On the west coast side. But I made sure to, I wasn't gonna share where I was in Canada just for privacy reasons, so that's why I made sure to get my P.O. box like really far from my house. Just so, yeah. Yeah, British Columbia, yeah. So, yeah, that's the P.O. box stuff. UK, oh, that's awesome. East Coast USA, ooh. It's probably nice and warm there, right? I don't know, I've never been to that side of the US. The only places that I've been to in the US are Seattle, because that's fairly close. It's like a few hour, well, it's not really that close. It's a day drive pretty much to me. Where else have I been in the US? I've done a layover in Newark Airport or something like that, but I've never been out of the airport. So yeah, haven't really been to the US much. I want to though. Maybe soon we'll be able to. Maryland. Is that how you say it? Maryland or Maryland? That's really cool. I have some family in the US, I think. I've never really met them though. And they're not from the US. Does that make sense? They're from Europe and then they immigrated to the US. So maybe one day. I think they live in like New Orleans or something like that. And I have some family that lives in Florida. Never been though. Not married. Okay, Maryland. That sounds cool. It's cool to see where everyone's from. New York for Christmas, that would be really cool. And like for New Year's and stuff. Maryland. Okay, Maryland. The only reason I know how to say it is because it's been on TV shows that I watch. Oh, where is the piece? Oops, sorry. What am I gonna do? There's no sticky piece here. My, she got harassed. Thank you for doing it. Oh goodness. Oh, I got harassed for the P.O. box. Yeah. I was able to, I just ended up getting a small P.O. box. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I ended up just getting a small P.O. box, because the large ones were like hundreds of dollars a month. And I was not about to spend that money. I don't have the money for that. But I just got a like letter size one, and that's why they'll only hold my packages for 15 days because they said I can still get packages, but I just need to know about them, essentially, is what they said. Okay, let's try to make this work because You know when your cardstock or something is not properly on your mat because you're being too quick and then it doesn't cut properly? That's what happened. And so I'm missing a little piece, but we're gonna go with tape. We're chaotic crafters, aren't we? Well, I am at least. I like to call myself a chaotic crafter because my craft room is always a hot mess. I'm constantly in my pajamas. And yeah, we just like wing it over here. So we're gonna tape it. Don't worry, if I ever sell these, I'm not gonna do it like this. I'll be a little more professional with my chaotic crafting. I originally, when I started doing just Cricut videos on my channel, on my YouTube channel before, I did a lot of random videos. So I started recently switching to just Cricut because I was really passionate about it and I wanted to help people. That was the whole goal of my YouTube channel ever since I've had YouTube, was to help people. And for a while I was helping moms. So it was like when I went through the life of a single mom, I learned a lot of things and I wanted to share that with other people. So I started doing that. And then I met my partner, and so I wanted to share like co-parenting and like a blended family and stuff like that. And so then it eventually branched out to it got to a point where I was just not doing it for myself. Like I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and it was just causing like too much stress to put out so much content about like mom life as I was a really busy mom. So it was taking a toll on me. And so one day I was just like posted a Cricut video again, and it did really well and I really enjoyed it. And then I started crafting more because of it, and I realized like my passion. I finally found myself again, which if you have been a parent, you might know that feeling, like when all you do in your life is just, it's for your kids. And though it's amazing and you love your kids, you kind of lose yourself and you don't really know what you want and what you like anymore, if that makes sense. And so I'm glad I was able to find this little passion and this community with everyone. And I'm really loving it. So I really appreciate every single one of you, and thank you all for just being here and your kindness and all of that. I did this backwards, didn't I? Backwards. I'm trying to figure out how it goes. This way. Okay. Yeah, kitchen table. I'm going to be going back to the kitchen table in a few months, so we'll be back at it together. I agree, Kathy. That's another thing with the Cricut groups. I'm a part of a few Cricut beginner groups too, which are specifically to teach and help Cricut beginners. And what did I just do? Sorry, hold that thought. I think I just did this the wrong way again. No, I didn't. We're good. And someone will like comment something like, how do I weld? What's the difference between weld and attach? And people will just freak out at them and say like, oh, figure it out yourself. How do you think we learned? And I just feel like that is not the way to do it. We all started somewhere, right? Not that I claim to be like the most knowledgeable of all this stuff, but yeah, that's exactly it. That's why I love our little Facebook group and group chat. We have like a little Facebook group chat as well, so if you do want to be part of that, there's a thread in the Facebook group that you could comment on. It's pinned at the top of the group, and you can say if you want to join the little like private chat thingy. And it's really nice because I just think it's nice, like every morning it's like, oh, how's your day going? And everyone's just so kind and sweet and supportive, and I think it's it's so refreshing. It's refreshing to just see people supporting each other and being kind. You don't see that every day, unfortunately. Anyway, I really like it and I appreciate all of you, so thank you. I will have to go shortly. I'm just waiting for my little one to get home. So as soon as she's home, I'm gonna have to go. But we're almost done the letter, so we're gonna keep going. I'm also just counting down the minutes until I can make my next coffee. I know, Nana, I'm about to have more coffee. Run for the hills. It gets a little wild when I have my coffee. I have a, oh no, that's not what it says. I was gonna say I have a shirt that says I run off coffee and chaos, but I don't think that's what it says. But that would be a good one. I think I've seen that. I must have seen that somewhere because I didn't come up with that myself. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. Like, why, I'm sorry, but why are you joining a beginner group if you're not willing to help? Or if you don't want to see those type of things? I feel like unfortunately, some of those crafting groups can be really, I feel like just a toxic environment. Sometimes I'll still stay in some of them, just to like get ideas and stuff. I don't check them like frequently or anything, but even on my old crafting videos, I've mentioned this to a couple, like some of you email me and like we talk in Instagram DMs and stuff like that. Feel free anytime if you just want to chat. I'm always happy to chat with people. And all of you are so kind. And I was saying it was a long time ago, I was in a hard place in life too. Don't get Shea started on coffee. Yeah, it's dangerous. Run. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I posted a Cricut video, which did really well, and I got a lot of mean comments. One about the way I said something with an accent, that where we live in this part of Canada, that's how they say it. And then also people were really upset. So at the time I was crafting in my bedroom because I was a busy mom. We were in a pandemic and I was also working from home, so that was like my office, as I'm sure a lot of people had to convert their home into their office. Anyway, I was getting a lot of mean comments about like, oh, my bedding not matching, and like, oh, your house is so messy, which it was like my bedroom, my craft area. Anyway, there were just a lot of mean comments, and I realized how mean people can be, even crafters, which I know sounds silly of me to say because it's like, oh, obviously anyone can be mean, but I was just really shocked because I feel like we all have so much in common and like our passion to just create and get creative, and people are getting really creative with their words instead of with their crafts. You like that one? Anyways, so all of that to say, I appreciate all of you being kind, and kindness, what comes around goes around, right? So bye, Grace. Have a lovely day. Good work. Yeah, toxic. Yeah, coffee keeps me going too. The only thing is I have to be careful. I have to drink decaf, and I can only have 2 cups because that sounds like a lot, I know. But before I had my daughter, I had a lot more than that, I'll admit. But yeah, otherwise my daughter will be up all night long. I learned that the hard way. Yeah, you can tell in my videos when I've had coffee. Also, you can tell in my videos when I'm just having like a really, I don't know, confident day. Sometimes when I have like my makeup done and my hair, I just feel really good about myself, and so I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'm like super pumped up and excited, and yeah, I know decaf, yuck. But I just couldn't give up coffee, so, oh no, the F doesn't stand up. There's a fault in my plan. Okay, that's okay. We can just do it like this. Okay, so this is done. These are super cute. Yeah, karma, baby. My mom always told me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I still live by that to this day, and I feel like other adults need to as well. 15 cups a day, sometimes more. Honestly, if I didn't have to worry about my daughter having the caffeine, I would too. I don't drink like alcohol or anything, so coffee and tea are my beverage of choice. Oh, I think my little one's waking up as well now. So I don't know how I want to decorate these. I think I wanted to do like little snowflakes or something. I don't know. I also have these little sparkly ones that I did. the glitter, but I don't know if that's going to take away from it. Do you think that would take away from it? I did one that's layered as well. It feels weird to do snow stuff for May, but hey, what she wants, she gets for her birthday. The sparkly, okay, we'll go with it. I had it left over from the previous birthday, so I just don't know where to put them, like on the edge or behind. Sparkles. I will say, I normally talk smack sometimes about certain Cricut products, but the Cricut cardstock, it came in the bundle that I purchased. It's really well, like okay, I'll put it on the front. It doesn't come, okay, I say that, it comes off a little bit, but it doesn't really come off, whereas sometimes when you buy glitter and you're trying to make like a cake topper or something, it's everywhere, and you don't want that on your cake. The glittery one looks better. Okay, awesome, let's do that. You just had some snow, Kathy? What? I was just gonna give away our snowsuits because the kids are growing every year, so they're not gonna be able to use them next year. But maybe I'll hold off if other people are still getting snow. Sometimes here it'll snow in like April, randomly. Really unexpectedly, so I don't know. Okay. I don't know where I also have these little icicles I could add. Mind you, they are also white. Maybe at the bottom, well, that wouldn't make sense. Maybe like here. That could be kind of cool. Like a little drip or something. Let's see how that looks. Does that look cool or does that look weird? It's supposed to be like ice, you know? And then if we do like a little snowflake up here or something. I don't know where. Yeah, I really like the glittery ones. I just love sparkles and glitter. Yeah, definitely glitter on this one. The big one? The little one? I don't know. It looks like teeth. Okay, maybe I'll take it off then. Looks like teeth. That's funny. Oh, the other thing I need to think about is if they're all really close. Oh, is my little one awake? Yeah. The big one. Okay, we'll go with that. My little one is awake though, so I am going to have to end the live to go get her. Hopefully I will be able to go live again during next nap time. The ice a little bit higher. Okay, so it doesn't look like teeth. Like higher up, obviously, I guess behind the glitter, but higher up here, like this. That's funny that this looks like teeth. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining the live today, and I will see you all in the next one. Happy crafting. Have a wonderful Wednesday. You're halfway through the week. You're almost there. You can do it. We got this. Take care. Bye for now.